Hey Virgo. Okay. The excuse me, the High Priestess. So this is listening to your intuition. There's a pomegranate in this. Listening to your intuition, connecting with your spiritual side. So you may be having some sort of spiritual awakening. Maybe you've come to these card readings for the predictive aspect of them, and now you're staying and realizing there's a spiritual development, spiritual awakening, self improvement aspect that you can use tarot cards for. And that's really tuning into you, your body, your thoughts, being mindful, exploring why you cringe when the Tower or the Five of Swords comes up, exploring why you're looking for something like the tarot to tell you. If you only use tarot for predictive reasons, yes, it's fun, but it's kind of it takes your free will and power, and you're like, oh great, something bad's, a bad card comes out, oh something bad's going to happen. So not giving your power away is what I'm getting, and going within and trusting yourself. And these are pieces of paper with pictures on them. The real work comes when you say, why was I triggered that Five of Swords came up? What is it about conflict that makes me absolutely my heart sink? Why is that? And once we can identify areas where we're triggered, or we struggle with it, it's not a muscle that we've worked very much. We can exercise that muscle and find tools that can help us deal with things in a healthier, more positive way. There could be a secret coming out. Excuse me. Because there's like these curtains in the background. Like there's something maybe through that doorway. I don't usually read this way. This could be a spirit guide or someone who's crossed over that you're connecting with. I'm forgetting what pomegranates represent. A lot of seeds, planting seeds. Oh, I'm forgetting. I should probably look it up, but I'm not. Y'all can look at you all. I grew up in the north. You guys can look it up. That would be the Page of Cups. Messages about love, exploring love, having a crush, feeling those feelings. This is even, how as a kid, I was a latchkey 70s kid, growing up in a very rural community. So we would just go outside and play by the river, or play in this old abandoned maple sugar house, um, and have play imaginary games, and go out in the tree house and play house, and we had horses, and I don't know. It was just, that kind of feeling of being a kid and having these dreams and fantasies. Now, that can happen right at the beginning of a relationship. We have all these dreams and fantasies, but we of course have to realize that there is no happily ever after. And as the court cards of the cup suits matures, it becomes more grounded in reality, right? But this is but there's a creative energy, because we don't try to limit our minds from dreaming. We haven't been worn down by life, I guess. Four of Pentacles. Someone The Four of Pentacles is a boundaries issue. It's someone being shut off or rigid, or I feel like she wants to say, hey, um, let's spend time together. Like, it's not good for a relationship when you're always on the phone and going without. She just, there's the couch between. There's a barrier there. Now, some boundaries are very, very good, and some are non-existent, which is not good, and some are, not healthy. And the the lady on the with the phone, she's not connecting with the person right in her own space. And we don't know why. So figuring out how to, this is where we use these cards for personal growth. Do you have too strong of boundaries? Do you have too weak of boundaries? Are there some places where you need to set a boundary or renegotiate a boundary or something like that, or speak up? But just sitting there with your arms crossed, pissed, probably isn't going to help. So there's kind of some communication, and I'm hearing ground rules that need to be set. Wow, Pisces just had this in reverse. Three of Swords. This is, I guess she could be seeing like a text conversation that makes her feel like she's closer to whoever she's texting, like there's, connection there. I don't know. Who knows? It's pretty specific, but this is learning a truth, feeling betrayed. You could feel passed over for a job. You could feel like someone you're with is kind of thriving and you feel like you're not, or you're not on the same page with someone has a different idea. Maybe this person thinks has a different idea of where the nature of the relationship, or where it's going. Any sort of kind of truth that comes out that doesn't really work for you. Or yeah, once you have the truth, it hurts. It kind of shatters things. Maybe breaks your heart a little because you realize there's an incompatibility or something that just isn't working for you. The Devil. Yeah. I don't know. And the Four of Pentacles is a stuck energy. So maybe, I don't know, maybe there's this fantasy of how something would work out, but now you feel more stuck in it and that you're not on the same page. Maybe you feel you have to stay in a relationship because of kids. You could have I hate to say this because I don't usually read like this, but you could have an idea that someone is stepping out or having, an emotional affair, or Ace of Wands. Yeah, there's a new beginning, a new attraction, an energy, a passion, enthusiasm, inspiration, a new job offer, a new burst of energy. It's the spark that lights the match. I see some of you are walking away from a situation that is just not working for you. And I think intuitively you kind of knew it wasn't working. It's probably codependent. You're like, what am I doing? This person's not cool. Why am I attaching myself to a person that just really doesn't appreciate me? And I think once you can move, accept that and break away from maybe some codependency you're dealing with. I mean, look at this card. Wow. This is just being excited to move forward. Maybe you didn't realize how draining a certain situation was until you break free from it and you're like, why was I allowing this person to dominate? the relationship. You may have given away your power. Knight of Cups. So this is someone with emotional intelligence coming in or in the picture or guiding you. This is someone, yeah, who's in touch with their feelings, but their feelings don't rule them. But they would see this and they would immediately understand that they need to put the fucking phone down and pay some attention. They can't just be on their phone all the time. So water sign potentially, but really communicating your feelings. So setting boundaries, and it may be in having that conversation about how it makes you feel. You realize this person just really isn't open to respecting your boundaries. So I feel like you knew this was coming. It's just getting through that Three of Swords and the Devil and breaking free and releasing what could have been instead of seeing what really is. I guess we can read what's on here. Honorable, devoted, mature, warm-hearted, a romantic partner you can trust, excellent advice that comes from the heart, getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavor. Oh, my eyes are bad. Yep, Nine of Pentacles. So you may be going out on your own. If that was like a business associate that's just fucking around all the time, you're like, sometimes it's easier to do things with trying to get other people to like do their fair share. It's easier if you just do it. So I see you really standing on your own and feeling good on your own and feeling comfortable managing your own affairs and being like, I'm okay. I don't need to be in a partnership if it's not working. Like, I can stand perfectly fine on my own. And this even says you'll be more successful and even have the ability to to enjoy like a more luxurious lifestyle. Nine of Autumn, Nine of Pentacles. Reward yourself in all your hard work, being happy and successfully self-employed, cherishing your alone time. Yeah. I mean, because you have to think, she is not having fun with this person. She's pissed. She's like over it. And if the person's not there to focus on, you can focus on being happy alone. Or maybe this person needs to get a life and give this person some space. I mean, it could be either side. Seven of Wands. You don't need to defend yourself. You're allowed to. You don't need to get defensive. I guess that's the thing, is defending or just stating your case, and you're allowed to feel the way you want and have boundaries that you feel are necessary. So this says, be assertive. Don't back down from what you believe. Courageously standing up for yourself. Five of Swords. Didn't I talk about the Five of Swords? Yeah, there's a stalemate here, and you're moving on from it. This person's, there's a line in the sand where boundaries are concerned or standards are concerned. So I do see something not working out. Walking away from dishonest associations, realizing that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness. Something that's not worth the effort yet. And when you can let that go, look what comes in. This gorgeous Ace of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and this King of Cups, emotional maturity, excitement, and even this learning to trust yourself and your intuition, and that can go a long way. Thank you so much. Bye.